Okie dokie artichokes. So here we are back with the 181, the longer bar and chain. I've got a new grind on it. Let's see if I can get it in focus here. All right. Looks more reasonable, doesn't it? All right. Yeah. This right here is SMITTYS grind, which, I mean, you know, I say that like, you know, it's something special, but SMITTY will tell you itself it's just really common. It's nothing special, but what it is a 60-degree angle on the actual cutter, 25 degrees on the chain left and right, and 0 degrees on the head tilt. So it's 60 and 25. That's all it is, which is extremely common, I think. I'm pretty sure. But it works really good for Smitty. He's doing good work with it. He got it to outcut a Husqvarna C83 chain, which if you can do that, it's fast. All right, it's a fast, good cutting chain. Now I will say, so I had screwed up this chain earlier. I went way too deep on the gullet and everything. And anyways, it made it grabby and weird. But also, I went too deep on the rakers, which I am known for, which is one of the reasons why I feel like I will be so much better off with a grinder setup, because I can get more repeatable results. And my elbow is screwed up too, you know? So I can't grind all the time, or I'm sorry, file. I can't hand file all the time. It screws my elbow up bad. So grinder, at least for now, is the way for me. And I'm just doing this with a basic setup with the pink grinding stone wheel that comes with the Oregon grinder. The grinder is a 602 120. Has a little hydraulic thing, which, by the way, it already leaked out all the hydraulic fluid, and I had to reload the hydraulic fluid in the damn thing. But anyways, let's get to cutting and see how it does. I'm going to cut back here a little bit to get those burrs off at first, and then I'm going to hit it, and we'll see if this thing cuts better than the stock chain. It should, because that stock longer chain, I mean, nobody's talking about it like it's fast. Oh, I was going to tell you, the rakers are probably a little bit higher than what Smitty would want. He wants 25 thousandths on the raker, and I'm probably 28 or 30 thousandths on the raker, which, I mean, I can't help it. I cut it too deep already, so let's see if I can start it right here. Yeah. This thing runs good. That feels like it's not nearly aggressive enough. chips are like mush. Oh, to be clear to you guys, if you're watching this for the first time, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm just learning and trying. I mean, it feels nice and sharp. It feels nice and sharp. It just feels like it's not getting any purchase. You know, it just feels like it ain't biting good enough. And so whatever that may have done, fine. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and I'm going to take 2 swipes off of those rakers, and then we'll come right back to it. So I'll see you in a minute. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I'm back. Let's do it on this side. Just because. All right, took 2 swipes off the rakers. Let's see how she cuts. Feels better right away. Before, I couldn't let it self-feed. It was just, it needed to be dogged a little bit. All right, so that definitely felt better. Chips are still kind of, you know, mush, you know what I mean? Maybe it's because the wood is really wet. I don't know, but they're pretty small chips. You see? So I'm gonna go back right now because it's running good, it's cutting good, but I still have to dog it in. I'm gonna take 2 more swipes. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, back again. So I took a couple swipes and that put it right really close to where this thing is. This is just a little Husqvarna raker gauge setup that I use, and you can see it's clearly worn out, so it's going deeper than what that is, but or what it's supposed to be. Doesn't really show on there how deep it actually is supposed to be going, but whatever, you get the point. I used one of these. I went ahead and just, on all the rakers, I used that. Oh, my Allen is coming out there. Oh well, we're gonna run it. Here we go. Maybe it's grabby, maybe it's slow. I don't know. Seems like it's running out of gas. Shouldn't be. Got plenty of gas in there. I do think the carburetor needs to be rebuilt on this because I could smell it whenever I was sharpening it. I think the carburetor basically emptied out into the cylinder. Come on. All right, here we go. My Allen bolt popped all the way out. Have to save that. Chips are definitely better. But I think it's too aggressive because the saw got stopped a couple times. You know, more than a couple. But the chips definitely look better on this round. So I think probably the time before this was the fastest, I think. But I don't know. The tooth feels really good and sharp, but I probably did get it just a little bit too aggressive. It's a weird thing. It's really weird. Okay, tell me what's going on here. What's happening is it's still not self-feeding. Not the way like a Husqvarna C83 out of the box would self-feed. No, it's not the way that a Steel RS out of the box would self-feed. It's still not self-feeding, which makes me feel like I've got to dog it in. All right, so why isn't it self-feeding, even though it's clearly a little bit too aggressive at this point? I don't know. The tooth looks really good, and I got it at 60 degrees and 25 degrees. I don't know what I'm doing yet. It seems like it should be cutting. I know SMITTYS does. Why isn't mine? I don't know. couldn't tell you, why isn't it self-feeding? At least better than what it, seems to be doing. Why isn't it self-feeding better? Because watch this. Here we go. Put that in my pocket. Here's just the weight of the saw. Felt like it took forever to get through there. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. No clue. I don't know. The bottom part, you can slide it towards the motor or away from the motor, right? Back and forth, in and out towards you. And there's settings there. It says, 30, 20, 10, 0, 10, 20, 30. I assume that there are somehow degrees or whatever, but I have it set on 0. My guess is maybe I need to square up my grinder wheel back and forth. Maybe it's off. I don't know, but from the way I understand it is from side to side. What Oregon wants you to do is on the right side running at 10, on the left side running at the other 10. Oregon wants you to switch back and forth like that. But I know it seems like most people keep it just dead nuts in the center at 10. Then you have the angle like that, which is, I got it set at 25 degrees. And then you have your motor, right? I've got it set at 60 degrees. And I got the depth good. I didn't go all the way down like I did earlier. The tooth looks good. I don't know what the fucking problem is. No idea. But it is ridiculously slow. I think the best cut was whenever I took 2 extra swipes off of SMITTYS. Look at that. I can look and see right here. Let me go and see. Put this down here. All right, so with my rakers running at the setting of the gauge, right? The hardwood setting on the actual Husqvarna gauge. That's what we're looking at right here. Oh, wait a minute. Stock, it did it in 24.06 seconds. And With my grind, it did it in 35 seconds, and that's what the Raker's set at the Raker gauge setting for hardwood. So that's 10 seconds slower. It's 10 seconds slower, and that's with the really aggressive Rakers. Let's see here. What's the next one? The next one here is 2 swipes. All right. Remember the factory out of the box did it in 2406. Let's see. Yeah, 2406. And so with SMITTYS grind and an extra 2 swipes off of the Rakers from what he recommends, 35 seconds. This is ridiculous. And then finally, here we go. This is SMITTYS actual grind right here that I'm looking at. At least the way that I do it. SMITTY can do it a lot better, clearly. Okay. There we go. This is the way that I did it. And it was 41 seconds. So the fastest definitely was whenever I started taking off of the Rakers a little bit more. But as SMITTY recommends, and even still with that, my Rakers were higher than he recommends. We're looking at 45 seconds, wasn't it? No, 42 seconds versus out of the box being 24 seconds. I don't know what's going on. No clue. I'm going to have to come visit someone or someone will have to come here and help me get my grinder set perfectly. Richard, I know that you've already offered. We're going to have to work out something like that in the future, bro, because I don't get it. I just, for the life of me, I'm looking at this and I'm doing it the way that the videos show. I am doing it. I am doing it right. Everything that you guys are going to throw out there, I feel like I have done it. I rounded off that. I rounded up. I had a nice contour of the actual stone, the stone wheel. I measured it the way that Oregon says. I've got the right stone on there. It is 4/3/8 chain. It is the right stone. I got my contour right. I got my angles dialed in and set right. What the hell am I doing wrong? I mean, even if I was just cramming it through there and heating up those teeth and blah, 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 it should be cutting better than that, but I don't get it.